Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have another exciting episode today. We're going to be reviewing Dark Crisis number 1, the new event that just came out. And before we get dived right on into that, I do want to let you guys know about my 200 subscriber giveaway. Now, when we hit 200 subscribers, which we're getting really close to, we're going to be giving this book away. It's the Joker number 1, Mark Brooks variant cover, and all you have to do is like, comment, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll give you a chance to win. And whoever wins, they're also going to get a cbcs sticker, which is the Comic Book Community Awards. And that's kind of like the Oscars for YouTube personalities like myself, and a comic book channel much bigger than me is going to win that, but I'm trying to spread the word. And you guys should check that out on Brian LCS's channel. Alright, now let's get started with the review of Dark Crisis number 1. Now, there's always a couple things we go over before we get completely dived into the issue. The first thing I do want to let you guys know, we're going to go heavy into spoilers. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled for Dark Crisis number 1, that's your warning. And then the next thing we always do is shout out the creative team, because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book. So in Dark Crisis number 1, we have Joshua Williamson is doing the writing, Daniel Sampier is doing the art, Alejandro Sanchez is doing colors, and Tom Napolitano is doing the letters. And the cover is by Sampier and Sanchez. All right. Now, to start the issue, we kind of cover some backstory that took place in the prior issue, and so that that happens. We get to see that again. It's basically Nightwing's speech that he gives, and I believe the same panel. It's really amazing panel. So there's that again, and just as we're getting into it too, the cover A is a full wraparound too. So he's given his speech, and I mean, it basically goes, even though we operated in the dark, it all started with a light. After my parents died, my whole world had gone dark, and I felt so lost. But then I took an oath to carry on in my parents' memory and the legacy Batman had created. From that light, I watched our world grow. There were aliens, Amazons, gods, royalty from under the sea, super scientists, and space cops, all trying to help the world be the best it could be. I saw the generations come together with sidekicks, new faces, and new backgrounds, all with a mission to not only bring justice, but also a hope that shined brighter than any candle ever could. But the darkness never goes away. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Jon Stewart, Green Arrow, Black Canary, Aquaman, Hawkgirl, Zatanna, and Martian Manhunter. You could never question what they stood for, what they meant to the world. I know, too, so many of you here today. They were more than just mentors. They were fathers, mothers, friends, family. There will be hard days ahead of us, but I promise you, if we work together, hope will fuel the light that pushes us through this darkness, just as that candle did the day I took my oath. And as long as we continue to fight and keep these candles burning, the Justice League's legacy will live on. And we see Deathstroke has blown the candle out, and it says shush. And then we kind of see some fights that we had seen taking place in the prior issue as well. Superman and the Flash are taking on a bunch of the bad guys that have kind of just came up out of the woodwork since all the main heroes are dead, and Hal Jordan shows up, and this is where we jump into the new stuff we haven't seen yet, and John Kent's like, cool. Hal Jordan's here. And Flash says, perfect timing, Uncle Hal. And he says, John, Wally, what the hell's going on? Where's the Justice League? And then it jumps to Black Adam, and he says, we were taken. No warning. A Superman from another universe told us that a great dark army had ravaged his forces, that this army was coming for our Earth, and we were the multiverse's last hope for survival. The ruins of a fallen multiverse were our battleground. The fate of all reality would be made by the Justice League. We began to turn them back into the dark, but there were too many. The darkness feared my lightning, so I called on it to silence our foes in vain. I was ejected from the battlefield and crashed into the Hall of Justice, the lone survivor. The last thing I remember seeing was the Justice League, ripped apart by Pariah's powers. In my long life, I have witnessed many things, but never have I seen heroes turn to ash like that, transformed into nothingness. I promise you, the darkness was halted, but the Justice League died. And Hal Jordan says, darn it, that's the guy you trust, Wally. Flash says, how? And John Kent says, my father vouched for Black Adam, wanted him on the Justice League, Green Lantern. And Flash says, we checked his story as best we could, but then attacks started happening, and it didn't matter if we believed or not. Hal Jordan replies, that guy has tried to kill us how many times? Ollie, Dina, Clark, Diana? We're just taking his word that they're gone? Who all did you ask to look into this insane story? And then it goes through as it shows the smartest people in the DC universe, including Dr. Fate, agreeing that they can only corroborate this story. And so Green Lantern takes off, like, kind of in denial, Hal Jordan, and Flash is like, all right, John, we got to do something. The Justice League would have done something. And so then John's kind of staring at these memorials that have been erected of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and he's thinking, and at the same time we see Wonder Girl, I believe. Yeah, Wonder Girl. And she comes flying in with her lasso, and she's fighting a big bad guy. We'll show off some art here so you can kind of see, like, Superman on this side here, and he's kind of checking out the what's going on, right? And then on here we have Wonder Girl fighting this guy, and he says, the end is coming, Wonder Girl, you will become one with the dark. And at the same time, John Kent comes flying in, and he says, maybe you just need to find the light switch. And Wonder Girl says, scene stealing? And they both super punch the bad guy and take him down. And then John Kent basically offers Wonder Girl a spot on the Justice League, like saying, hey, basically, listen, I'm forming a Justice League, and are you in? And she basically laughs and says, no, you are absolutely crazy, and there's no way I can join, like, a team of superheroes. Sorry, good luck. And then we show in New York, and the new Batman from I Am Batman, he's still, fighting crime in Gotham and everything, and that's what we see is he's chasing down a criminal, and again, John Kent comes in, helps him catch the criminal, says, hi, look at us, New World's finest, and the I Am Batman says, the Trigger twins were leading me to their arms supplier. You messed that up. So he's kind of upset, and his reply to joining the new Justice League is the last Batman to team with anyone died. And so then we kind of it kind of fast forwards through a bunch more people that he asks. And so, we have this girl. I don't know her name. I'll show the panel in a second, and you'll see. She says, I'm in. Swamp Thing says no. Harley Quinn seems questionable. She's like, really? Me? And then one of the Green Lanterns, who I'm not sure, a female Green Lantern girl, and she says, little busy here. Robin, the new Robin, Damian Wayne, he says, I support you, but John, my father's not dead. And then this white girl, like her hair is white and she's very pale, says, I don't mind a second chance, so maybe she was a bad guy. You'll see. I'll show the panel. The Supergirl, she says, yeah, thumbs up. As her dog's like licking her face. And so there, the dog's gonna come along, right? And then like I said in the other one, I'm gonna call him Aqualad. Aqualad was like, you know it, dude. And then they ask a Flash girl and Kid Flash, and they're both like, no, we're going with Wally. Asks Peacemaker. He says country before multiverse. Asks the new Blue Beetle, and he says heck yeah, and jumps up and down. Asks Firestorm, and he says I can't after, and asks someone else, I don't know, says I should have been there. Asks Shazam, and he's like, are you sure you want to trust Black Adam? Asks the Blue Beetle or old school Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, and they just pound fists together and say bros. So and then we see there's a lot of people outside the halls of justice, some leaving flowers and stuff for the fallen superheroes, and others actually picketing, saying like the end is near and the Justice League of Death, no more costumed superheroes. So there's a bit of an uprising going on, as far as like, there's people unhappy about it. One sign reads, the Justice League died for a reason. And then we see Black Adam, and he's kind of lamenting what has happened, and he says, none of them know. They didn't see what I saw, the horror. It should have been me, Adriana. Then I could be with you again. And Son of Kal-El, John Kent, says, Black Adam, who are you talking to? Black Adam says, never use that super hearing on me, boy. And John says, I'm sorry, but you should still be in the infirmary. You need to heal. And he says, I've healed enough. If what you say is true and the world is changing without the Justice League, the people of Kandak need me. John says, wait, please. I know I've only been Superman for a brief time, but I'm learning from Nightwing, Hal, Wally, and now you. I know what this world needs. A new Justice League. And this was the panel I was going to show that kind of shows the people who have at least decided that they're going to side right away, that they're going to side with John. So we have Supergirl, the new Blue Beetle. Like I said, I don't know her name. If you know her name, put it in the comments. I'm sorry. And then we have Aqualad, Harley Quinn. I was surprised about that. Harley Quinn joins the team. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. Frankenstein. I think that's his name, right? That's Frankenstein. And then this is the other girl I didn't know. The very white girl with white hair. I'm not sure. I think she was a bad guy. And so he's like, a new Justice League. And Black Adam's like, I'm not siding with you guys. You guys are children. Maybe somebody else should take over. And then we go to Nightwing, and he's teaching his team a lesson. They're learning stuff in their like Titan Academy danger room, and So then Chupacabra comes in though with like a bomb strapped to her chest, and there is like, oh, they're watching me, stalking me, they attacked me, and falls into Nightwing's arms, where she then explodes like right in Nightwing's arms. I don't know, not looking crazy good. Then there's this really amazing panel of all the bad guys totally surrounding Titan Academy, and we see Deathstroke as their leader, actually, as the leader of this group, and he's um, caught like a one of the good guys. Uh, looks like a guy by the name of Garfield, and he kind of reminds me of a Green Beast, maybe sort of from Marvel, um, and he kills him like he shoots him in the head, and then we go to Pariah, who's in his alternate multiverse dimension, and it says, "You feel that? It's happening. The crisis has. Listen, wait, listen to me. I know you're angry, but your anger doesn't help us. We'll both get what we crave. Our peace, my family. Yes, yes. Slow down, I promise, but you need to trust me." What? Oh, yes, you're right. A dying world, parents shot down in an alley, the list of heroes created within darkness is endless. Why can't they see that so much good in their world has come from death? But the Justice League wasn't enough. We need more heroes from Earth Zero. Look at them. Believing Black Adam, so full of hope. But hope is the greatest force in the multiverse, isn't it? One we will turn into a weapon. Once the skies turn red, we will be brought to Earth Zero, and I will use the death of the Justice League to destroy the multiverse. As we see Pariah. And two, I wanted to point this out, like, it almost seems, and it's on this panel too, so I'll just show this one. It almost, I mean, obviously we kind of, but almost it, you can kind of see that it looks as though he hasn't killed them, but he's got them in like circle bubbles, kind of reminding me of the old Superman movie where they trap the bad guys in the spinny mirror and sent it out into space, and they were just trapped in it. They're like trapped in these mirror bubbles. You could even see they're all like yelling, like, "Let us out, let us out." See Batman and Super, everybody's like, "Let us out, let us out." So they're still alive. They're definitely alive. Like, he did not kill him. He has them trapped. So yeah. And that's the end of the issue. There's this really awesome, guys, in honor of George Perez. There's this really awesome 2-page spread in the back also. And I just thought that was really cool. So yeah, man, I'm definitely liking this. They got me hooked in on this story. Williamson, I'm always a fan of what Williamson is writing, and Daniel Sampere is doing an amazing job with the pencils. I love it. Like, there's so much intricate work, and it almost seems like he drew it on a giant wall and then blew it down into comic book size. It's amazing, and the colors that Alejandro Sanchez is putting down on top of that as well is really accentuating the artwork and showing off the drama. And I mean, the amount of characters that these guys are having to do also is another, like, I don't you know I don't I all the characters are different. They don't look the same. That's difficult to do. Like it's one thing to kind of nail down one particular hero and like, okay, I've got him and all his poses, but to be able to draw all these different heroes and all these different poses, it's very very talented. And the color too. And I don't know if you saw when I showed it the first time, but the 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 wraparound, it's kind of turns from good to bad. Like if you see Batman actually turns into Deathstroke, and then on this side it's like the bad guys, and on this side it's the good guys. That is cool. Oh, I'm loving it. A big poster, that'd be awesome. All right, guys. So if you didn't already guess, I give Dark Crisis #1 a thumbs up. I'm definitely enjoying it, and I can't wait for more. All right, that's what I have today, guys. Remember, if you watch this far into the video, like, comment, and be subscribed to the channel, and maybe you also win the Joker #1. And hey, if you want to help support the channel, click the link below, shop on my eBay store, and I'll send you some comic books. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day.